I met Michelle Seijas at my last high school where I worked. She took her time developing relationships, but they were grounded in authenticity. She worked with the staff to really cultivate their own talents and be there to support.
Personally, Surge was exactly what I needed at the point in my career that I was in. I was grateful for the 15 years that I had to be a teacher, but I had gotten to a point in my career where I just wanted to explore other options of what that experience could mean and how it could contribute to change. And so Surge is critical because we are not only supporting our current leaders right now, but those leaders are then supporting these schools and these students. And so it's a whole ecosystem that's being supported at once, specifically to make sure that our growing population of students of color in the United States is able to thrive as strong as other communities are thriving currently. So when my maternal grandparents came to the United States, they became involved in the farm worker community of the Central Valley. And when my mother was working, one of her jobs was to teach English in the evenings to farm workers. And so when I was growing up, we'd get out of school and my mom would pick us up and take us with her to this portable classroom, and we would sit in the back and do our homework while she was teaching English. And then as soon as my sister and I would finish, we had the opportunity to walk around and help with pronunciation or maybe some of the worksheets and the things that they were working on. And so it was my first taste of teaching, and specifically in a bilingual context.
When I was working with Michelle, I remember many moments where I just felt that the work was overwhelming. I remember looking at Michelle and just thinking, how does she remain so calm? I checked my mailbox, and at that moment I was able to find a little card that Michelle had written for me. The words at the front of the card say, "El cielo es el limite," the sky's the limit. And at that moment, I've heard this, many times before in my life. The difference for me at that moment was having someone who I admired tell me those words because she believed in me.
I'm inspired every day to get up and come to work because I have the distinct privilege and joy of a job that actually helps me to fulfill my purpose. So my purpose in life is to help other people to realize how amazing they are, discover their own purpose, and then support them in owning their value and their worth, and knowing that we are creating space specifically for these leaders of color that does not exist. We honor that we all need one another as a community to be successful, and I couldn't be happier having a job where I get to orchestrate that support.